When we arrived at the main military airfield in Bamako, we found U.S. transport planes had already started to land. 5 in all, bringing in more than 100 tons of gear and soldiers from a military base in France. The fighter planes, the armored vehicles, the helicopters, they're all French. And so are the soldiers, 2,800 French boots on the ground here in Mali. But behind the scenes, this is an international effort. And a war very few saw coming. The U.S. Air Force role is critical. Colonel Kevin Oliver is one of the operations commanders.
And it's a very dynamic situation, so we don't really have a full handle on that yet, but we expect airlift operations to continue for the next several days.
Here's what triggered the French assault. Well-armed fighters linked to Al-Qaeda, financed by money from smuggling and kidnap ransoms, had been taking over town after town in northern Mali since last spring and imposing their own harsh brand of Islamic law. Last week, with the extremists only 300 miles from the capital and Malian troops powerless to stop them, the French government launched a series of airstrikes. This one captured by civilians on a cell phone. When French ground forces, along with Malian soldiers, arrived in the towns where the militants had been dug in, they'd gone, leaving nothing behind but their weapons, and local people grateful for what they see as their rescue. The ground troops will continue to push north. Their goal is to force the extremists back into the desert. But France has warned that won't be the end of this fight.
And Liz Palmer is joining us from the capital of Mali. Liz, the French are asking for even more assistance from the United States. What do they want?
They want U.S. forces to supply mid-air fueling for the French warplanes. Now, there's real deep reluctance in the administration to be drawn further into what is really a very open-ended and unstable conflict. And so that request hasn't been rubber-stamped at all. In fact, it's under discussion right now.
Still a long way to go yet. Liz, thank you very much.